A University of the West Indies lecturer in the Department of History calls on the leaders of Trinidad and Tobago to emulate Nelson Mandela's passion to take a nation forward. The call was made on July 18 as the world celebrates Nelson Mandela International Day. Marie Hull tells us more.
Nelson Mandela is an icon, a role model and a civil rights leader for his role in South Africa's apartheid struggle. History lecturer Dr. Jerome Tuluxing has called on leaders of Trinidad and Tobago to adhere to Mr. Mandela's lesson to end ethnic division.
Just as in South Africa they had two divisions, black and white, here in Trinidad and Tobago many persons often see divisions between the Indo-Trinidadians and Afro-Trinidadians. Right? Even though we have persons who belong to the ethnic minority.
While most of Mandela's accomplishments were done while he was in prison, Dr. Tuluxing said he became a symbol for his people without the use of force. And he also said persons worldwide should use his example to let their voices be heard.
Because many times we see persons attempting to achieve something, we see persons trying to create reform, create change, begin a movement, and it often transcends into violence. It often creates a lot of disturbances. So I think we need to remember his legacy as being one in which he conducted a peaceful movement, and even the persons outside of the prison were also very mindful.
According to the United Nations, this year's theme for Nelson Mandela's International Day is to take action, inspire change, and Mr. Mandela's commitment to democracy, racial justice and human rights should encourage people to perform at least 67 minutes of community service, meaning 1 minute for every year that Mr. Mandela served others through his struggle for social justice. This year also focuses on the rights of prisoners, conditions of imprisonment, and the value of prison staff, which is addressed in the United Nations Revised Standard Minimum Rules for the Treatment of Prisoners, also called Nelson Mandela Rules, which was launched in October 2015. In 2014, this park, formerly named the King George V Park, was renamed the Nelson Mandela Park by the Port of Spain City Corporation in honor of the South African freedom fighter. Marie Hall, C News.